Hello and welcome back. In this lesson, we are going to look at flask.secret underscore key method. And there is going to be some overlap from the previous lesson on session and cookie and the one before that where we talked about .config. So to get started, I'm already in the project folder L8. I'm going to create another file app.py, and in this file we are going to start writing the code. So the very first thing we do, as always, is from flask import flask with a capital F, and this time we are also going to import session, and additionally we are going to import a file called config, and this file we are going to create right here, config.py. And this config.py file is going to have just one piece of information, and that is going to be the secret key. So secret underscore key is equal to, this is my config key 123. So that's the only code we'll have in that file. Back to the app.py, as usual we need to initialize the app by typing app is equal to flask and then underscore underscore name underscore underscore. Then we need to set the secret key, so we can type app.secret underscore key is equal to my underscore key underscore 123. Now remember that here we are not using the config.py file yet. So this is just the method dot secret key that we are using. Two other ways, we'll come back to that shortly. Then what we need to do is set the route. So we'll set the app.route for the base URL by creating a function index this time instead of home, and here we'll print a couple of things. First, we'll try and see what is the session look like, what is in the session, right? And so we are going to use this f string to print that, and then we are going to print the same thing again inside of these dashed lines. So I'm going to have these two dashed lines right here, and within this we are going to print session. Below that we are going to set the values for session. So session user, and this can have some value, let's say Nilesh, and then session theme, and for theme we, let's say the value we are going to set is a dark theme, and session, and this is for checking if user is logged in, so logged underscore in, uh, and here we say that yes, the value is true. So that's where we put and set the values. Then we are going to return a string, return a f string with triple quotes, that is it's a multi-line comment or multi-line string. And here we say user, so we return three values. We return the user value, we return the theme value, and we return the logged in value back to the browser where user can read it. And to get that we need to use the session. Imagine session as a dictionary, and then the user is the key to get that value. Again we can use the break to go to the new line, then again session. For the theme we can use the theme as a key, use break br, and then finally we use session and is underscore logged underscore in, and then now again we can use the break to finally type out the line session set. So we have set the values for user, theme, and logged in, and if we need additional information we can say visit /get to see the stored session. That's all we have in this particular function. Below this we need to now create the route for get, and for that we'll type app.route open close parenthesis /get. Here we'll say def get session, and this is where we are now going to access the value from a session. So we need a value for the user, we need value for the theme, we need value for the logged in status. Okay. Now to get each of these values, we can use the .get from session. So session.get, and here we specify the user, then key, and here if that is not there, then default value not set. Session.get, and here we get the theme information. Again, if it's not there, we say not set. And finally we get the information session.get is underscore logged underscore in, and then say not set. Perfect. So we have let's say we have retrieved this information from a session, and we need to show this back to the user or for us to see in the browser. And to do that, we need to type it out as a string. So we can type my secret underscore key is it, this is going to be we can access this from app. So app dot secret underscore key, that's the one piece of information. The second is user, and we know that the user is in the variable user, so I'm just going to type that user there. This is f string, so need the letter f. And then we have theme. Theme again is in the variable theme, which we know, and we can do the break there as well. Logged in, again here we have the variable log that we just created, and that's all we need to have. So logged with just two G's there. And finally, if underscore underscore name underscore underscore is double equal to quotations underscore underscore main underscore underscore, if that is the case, then do app dot run. That is to say, if we run the uh, run this app.py file directly, this is what needs to run. And I think that should do it. Now if we come back to our folder, we see that those are the two files we created. Now I'm going to run python app.py, and it is running without any errors. So let's copy this URL, put that here in the browser, run that, and we see the output, and that is user theme logged in, session is set. So these are the values currently in the session that we have set, and to actually see if those values are truly set or not, we can put /get in front of this URL as we do here and run this, and we see that we do get the same user theme logged in values. Additionally, we are able to access the secret key which the session would use to get information from the cookie. So this is looks like it's working fine. Now what we are going to do is go back up and comment this line out and access this secret key from the config file. To do that, what we need to type is app.config dot from underscore object, then say config, and that should do it. So we have that, and let's looks like this automatically refreshes. So if I go up here and reload this, it did run. Let's reload this, and now you see that the secret key that the app is using is from the config file. So this is always an option, so have a separate file where we can put all the secret keys and other information that needs to be kept secure, and we can access that using this function in the main app.py file. A third option to get that working is using the app.config. So if we use app.config, and here if we create a key secret underscore key, and then assign a value here. So let's say my underscore config my secret key from config dictionary 123, so something like that. And if I, as soon as I save this, you see that the session here update, the Flask updates this part in the backend, and when we go here, we can see that the reason why we see not set is because I haven't run the root URL first, so that is where we set the values for the session. So if we directly jump to this, it's going to say not set. So I need to go up here, set these values, and hopefully now it should give us the values. So that's awesome. So we do get the secret key that is now coming from the app.config, and we also have the values for the session that we set earlier. Cool. So this is how we can use the secret key along with config and sessions, and use the secret keys to by the sessions to access values about a session that are stored in a cookie. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, please feel free to share them in the comment section below. I hope to see you all in the next video. Until then, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.